Hey again, folks. Inspiration struck this weekend as I was experimenting with Worley in Don't Starve Together, and I realized that I wanted to try a scienceless ruins rush with him. Scienceless ruins rushes are a particularly dangerous challenge, but if they're done well, they can shave off a few days that would otherwise stand between you and that sweet, sweet ruins gear. They're not normally the kind of thing I go for in my playthroughs, but I was drawn to the idea of doing one with Worley, partly because of his new recipe, Glowberry Mousse, and partly because managing his dietary restrictions while simultaneously fending off hordes of ruins monsters with a flint axe sounded pretty exciting. Like my Wartox rush, this was kind of improvised and sloppy. I didn't accomplish everything that I set out to do, but I did kill the Ancient Guardian, got some nice loot, and escaped with my life. If you're interested in some folks who've pulled off much more efficient scienceless ruins rushes than me, Lucurian has done one as Maxwell, and Splorange has done one as Winona. I'll link them both in the description. I know where the ruins are now, thanks to the lichen on my map, but I haven't successfully unloaded any nightmares yet, so I'm going to backtrack a little bit until I do. If you absolutely have to repeat meals for Worley before his 2-day food memory is up, it's most efficient to eat them all at once. The timer doesn't stack, it refreshes, so it doesn't get any longer the more meals you repeat at the same time, but it will get much longer if you space them out. Repeating a meal right before 2 days expire effectively turns the 2-day timer into a 4-day timer. So I'm going to scarf down 4 meatballs to restore about 210 hunger here. The next time I'm starving, meatballs should restore their full value again. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to unload my second nightmare properly. I think I moved too slowly through the wilds biome to lose it. Overly cautious on my part. I'll have to kill it now and hope that the next one doesn't spawn particularly soon, otherwise it could trigger spider nests while I explore the labyrinth, or harass me while I'm cheesing the ancient guardian. Usually you get a few minutes of safety after killing a terrorbeak, though. This is the point in the run where I start making some particularly questionable choices out of panic, or indecision, or both. My priorities are shifting as it gets closer to day 11. I'd like to get back to the surface in time to pick the first Glommer's flower, and I'm also down to my last glowberry mousse. But I haven't found a yellow gem yet for a yellow amulet. That's always one of the primary goals of any ruins rush, and it would feel super bad to leave without it. I should note that at the time of uploading this video, glowberry mousse has been buffed to last 4 times longer than it lasts for me in this run, so anybody trying to recreate what I did here will probably not have this problem. The loot I've already gotten is pretty good though, especially the Lazy Explorer, so I ultimately decide to head to the surface after all. With the Lazy Explorer's speed boost, the travel time to return to the ruins and finish what I started later this autumn shouldn't be so bad. That's all for the ruins for now, folks. I'm excited to see how else people will make use of Worley's new perks. There's obviously a huge amount of room for improvement here, so push him to his full potential. Later!